So staying grounded for me means three things. It means surrounding myself with a close circle of individuals who tell me what I need to know versus what I want to know. These are individuals who want nothing more from me than for me to be the best version of myself. They want me to level up as I push them to level up. And so these are individuals who recognize that life is difficult, but having those individuals around you who want nothing more from you than just for you to be you is important. One of the best compliments I got was from an individual who started teaching with me way back when I was a 20-year-old teacher. And this individual has known me now almost 2 decades. And this person always says to me, you know what? You're the exact same person. You've never changed. And I think that's the best compliment that shows an individual is grounded because as you've gone through different cycles of life, as you've gone through different positions, highs and lows of life, you still remain grounded to who you were from day one. Those values that you were raised on still stay in place. This means being spiritually connected. And that's the second piece. Being spiritually connected, where I recognize there's a higher power. My faith controls my words, they control my mind, they control my thoughts. And so all of this together lets me recognize that I can never take anything personally. And so through that close knit friendships, through that spiritual connection and not taking anything personally, that's how I stay grounded. That's a little bit of a difficult question because it just depends on my cycle of the relationship I'm in with that leader. But when I meet new leaders or leaders who I'm meeting for the first time, I always want to get to know a little bit about them. And I would say to them, tell me the most important leadership trait that you think you bring to this organization. And based on whatever that trait is, it lets me know a lot about them, and then I build off questions there. Essentially, though, and this is the work I do daily, it's pushing people to see what is your biggest goal, right? And what is your biggest challenge? Very few people know what their biggest goal or their biggest challenge is because as leaders, we get stuck in the day to day work. And so if I'm stuck in the day to day work, I don't really think about my biggest goal being something that I want to achieve at the end of 3 years. I think about what do I have to do today? What do I have to do this month, this year? But if I keep my mind on the biggest goal, if I keep my mind on the biggest challenge, then I'm solving for a bigger thing, but I'm also doing things in the day to make sure that I'm moving toward getting that end result. And so then I have to push leaders and say, okay, so tell me what you're doing today that will help you get to where you want to go. What have you tried that did not work? Who are you bringing along with you who may not necessarily want to come along? What are some ways you're building people around you? What does your strategy look like if it needs to be adjusted? What are some barriers that will be put in place for you? At the end of the day, what I also want to know is what are the key performance indicators that you're going to use in order to hold yourself accountable? And last but not least, I always ask, what support can I provide to you in order to meet that biggest goal and to solve for that biggest challenge?